What if I told you that two people can walk into the same dealership, buy the same car, but one pays thousands more over the life of their loan, just because of one simple mistake? That's right. And in this video, you're about to discover how to make sure you're not the one overpaying. Stick around because there's one trick lenders hope you never learn, and I'm saving it for later. Let's get started. Number 1. Why your car loan rate matters more than you think. When you're buying a car, it's easy to focus only on the sticker price. But here's the secret. The interest rate you get on your loan can quietly drain your wallet over years. For example, if you borrow $20,000 for 5 years, one person with a 3% rate pays about $1,500 in interest. Another with a 9% rate, they pay almost $5,000. Same car, same price, just a worse loan. That's why getting the lowest rate possible can save you a ton of money and even let you afford a nicer car without paying more. So how do you actually do that? Let's break it down step by step. Number 2. Know your credit score before you shop. Here's a fun fact. Your credit score is like your GPA for lenders. The higher it is, the better rates they'll offer you. Before you even start looking for a car, check your credit score. Sites like Credit Karma or your own bank often show it for free. If your score is under 670, you're considered a higher risk and could face higher rates. But if it's 740 or higher, lenders roll out the red carpet and offer their best rates. One viewer told me she was about to finance at 7% until she realized her score had actually jumped to 760. She walked back in and asked for the prime rate and saved herself about $2,000 in interest. Number 3. Shop for the loan before the car. Most people walk into the dealership, pick out a shiny car, and then nervously take whatever loan they're offered. But here's a smarter way. Line up your loan first. Banks, credit unions, and online lenders all offer auto loans. Start calling around and ask, "What's your best rate for my credit score?" Credit unions especially are known for low rates, sometimes 1 or 2% lower than big banks. For example, a guy in Michigan walked into his credit union and got pre-approved at 3.5%, while the dealer's rate was 6.9%. Easy choice, right? Having a pre-approval also gives you leverage. You can tell the dealer, "I already have a loan at this rate. Can you beat it?" And sometimes they actually do. Number 4. Understand loan terms and how they trick you. Here's a little trick dealers use. They talk in terms of monthly payment instead of the total cost. They'll stretch your loan to 72 or even 84 months so the payment looks small, but you'll end up paying way more interest over time. For example, a 5-year loan at 4% on $20,000 costs about $2,100 in interest, but stretch it to 7 years, and you could pay closer to $3,500 for the same car. So always ask about the total interest, not just the monthly number. Number 5. Put money down if you can. The more money you put down up front, the less you have to borrow, and the lower your rate might be. Lenders like borrowers who have skin in the game because it lowers their risk. Even a down payment of 10 or 15% can help you qualify for a better rate. For example, if you're buying a $25,000 car and you can put down $5,000, you're financing less, paying less interest, and looking more responsible in the lender's eyes. Even if you can't save that much, every dollar helps. Number 6. Don't let the dealer mark up your rate. Here's a dirty little secret. Some dealers actually make money by inflating the interest rate they quote you. Let's say the bank approves you at 5%. The dealer might tell you it's 6% and pocket the difference. That's why it pays to already have your own pre-approved offer when you walk in. You can say, "I already have a loan at 5%, so you'll have to do better if you want my business." One viewer shared that his dealer initially quoted 7.2%. But after he showed his pre-approval at 5.9, the dealer magically dropped his offer to 5.8. Always assume you can negotiate the rate. Number 7. Beware of add-ons rolled into your loan when you're signing papers. The finance manager might try to sell you gap insurance, extended warranties, or other add-ons, and then roll those costs into your loan. This not only raises your loan amount, but also means you're paying interest on those extras. For example, one woman financed an extended warranty and paid over $900 more in interest than if she'd just paid for the warranty in cash. If you really want those add-ons, pay for them separately and keep your loan clean. Number 8. Consider refinancing later if rates drop. Even if you end up with a higher rate now, you're not stuck forever. If your credit score improves or market rates go down, you can refinance your auto loan to a lower rate later. One example, a man who financed at 8% while his credit was poor. A year later, after improving his score, he refinanced at 4.5% and shaved thousands off his remaining payments. Just make sure your original loan doesn't have prepayment penalties before you refinance. Number 9. Timing your purchase can help. Did you know the time of year you buy can affect your loan rate? Lenders and dealers sometimes offer promotional rates at the end of the year, during holiday sales, or at the end of the month when they're trying to hit quotas. For example, one couple waited until December to buy and got 0% financing for the first year as part of a holiday deal. So if you can wait, timing your purchase strategically can save you even more. Number 10. The one trick lenders hope you never learn. Remember that trick I teased at the beginning? Here it is. Lenders often base your rate partly on what they think you'll accept. If you seem desperate, they'll offer a higher rate because they assume you won't shop around. But when you come prepared, knowing your credit score, having a pre-approval, showing you've compared offers, you send the message, I know my worth. And just like that, you take the power back. One young man told me he walked into a dealership with 3 pre-approvals in hand. The dealer tried to offer him a higher rate anyway. He smiled and said, thanks, but I'll stick with this lender. The dealer then dropped their rate by almost a full percent to keep his business. That's how you win. Number 11. Keep your loan term as short as you can. It's tempting to stretch your loan to 6 or even 7 years just to get a smaller monthly payment. But here's the catch. Longer terms mean higher total interest. For example, on a $25,000 loan at 5%, you'd pay around $3,300 in interest over 7 years compared to just over $2,000 in 5 years. If you can afford it, aim for a shorter term like 48 or 60 months. Your monthly payment will be a bit higher, but you'll save big in the long run. Number 12. Don't skip comparing rates online. Many beginners still think they have to visit banks or call lenders one by one. But now you can easily compare rates online with just a few clicks. Websites like Bankrate or NerdWallet let you enter your credit score and location to see who's offering the lowest rates today. One viewer said she shaved almost 1% off her rate just by checking online and finding a lender she'd never even heard of. So don't skip this step. The best deal might not come from your local bank. Number 13. Avoid unnecessary hard credit checks. Here's something sneaky. Every time a lender runs a hard inquiry on your credit, your score can drop slightly. If you shop around too slowly over weeks or months, you could rack up multiple hits. But there's good news. If you do all your rate shopping within a short window, usually around 14 to 45 days, it only counts as one inquiry. So plan your loan shopping in one burst to protect your score. Number 14. Watch out for yo-yo financing scams. Here's a scary story that happens more than you'd think. You sign papers, take the car home, and a few days later the dealer calls saying the financing fell through and you need to come back and sign at a higher rate. This is called yo-yo financing. To avoid it, make sure your financing is fully approved before driving off the lot. If they say it's conditional or pending, don't take delivery yet. Number 15. Don't be afraid to walk away. At the end of the day, remember this. You're the customer, and you're the one borrowing money. If you're not happy with the rate or the deal, you can always say no and walk away. One woman shared how she was pressured into signing at 7%, but she walked out and got a 4.9% loan elsewhere. Being willing to leave gives you the upper hand. There you have it. A complete roadmap to getting the lowest car loan rate and keeping thousands of dollars in your pocket. It's not just about being lucky. It's about being informed, prepared, and confident. Which one of these tips surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious what you think.